Touchdown, time to get Jalen this ring. You don't really want to start a thing. This a Bird Gang Nation, baby. It's a Philly thing. Hater, and you looking like you type trash. I'm just here cool on Philly, the podcast. And we can call a man dog or watch Miles score off the handoff. Rest of the division, your man saw Jackson like Sean, Hunter like Randall. Season here, Philly time to do them in. Your boy Philly Fresco. Thanks for tuning in.
What is going on, you guys? It's your boy Joe Castro, aka Philly Fresco, and it is Philly the podcast. I am a little late. I'm like 6 minutes late. My bad. I was hoping that I would get, I have some Philly merchandise on the way, so I was hoping that I would get that in time for the show, but of course not. And it's honestly here already, but we have those Amazon boxes, so I just have to wait for them to send me the code. So that's pretty nice. That's pretty cool. But anyways, that's not what we're here to talk about, right? We're here to talk about Nick Sirianni. Can we give my man a break now? Can we give my man a break? All right, can we give my man a break? He just had a really good interview. Let me make sure. Make sure. My bad. My internet's been messing up. I just want to make sure you can. Oh, yeah, he just had a really good interview. I'm very happy about it. He wasn't stuttering every 5 minutes. Shout out to my guy Chaos, man. Shout out to my guy Chaos joining the membership, man. If you guys want to join the membership, it's only $1 this month. So check out the link in the description. Shout out to Chaos, man. I appreciate that. But what do y'all think? Did y'all get to see the interview yet? He said a lot of good things, man. I am not mad. I feel like we unfairly, you know what I'm saying? We attacked this man after that first interview or in that first press conference. But, Dave Spadaro does not give a bad interview. So, at the end of the day, you're going to be set up for success when you're with somebody like him. But, I liked what he said. A couple of the things that he said that really stuck out to me was when he was talking about his coaching staff, he harped on that they all know how to teach fundamentals. I've been saying this is something that is imperative to this season. It's very important. We have to develop the players we have. Obviously, we're going to get more players, whatever that may be. We might have some veterans. They should be able to help as well. But having a coaching staff that he trusts to really develop these guys and teach fundamentals is very important. And he said it a couple times. Another thing he said was holding guys accountable, man. We've said this all year last year, bro. Everybody was pointing fingers and nobody was taking blame. Nobody was just saying, hey, this is what I need to fix. This is where I can be, better as a player. So I like the accountability. He was talking about John Gannon, which I've said before. I love John Gannon. I love that hire. And he was talking about his attention to detail and his help, and that he can help him game plan. So that's something big. He was talking about that with the whole coaching staff that he looks forward to, the game planning with everybody, and he thinks it's going to be a team effort. So he said a lot of things that I like to hear, man. I like to hear. What do you guys think, though? What are you guys thinking? Big Play Slay in the building. Philly J, Adi B in the building. Did I give you a wrench? I said I would give you a wrench next time you came in here. I got you. What's up, Bobby Jones? Bobby Jones in the building. Who? I'm definitely copping that Philly podcast. I'm going to be rocking it in a live call and show it. Hey, let's go. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, it was a very good interview, man. Like I said, Dave Spadaro does not miss, man. Dave Spadaro does not miss. All right, we got people coming in here. New member hype. Yes, sir. If you do want to join the membership, like I said, it's only $1. You know what I'm saying? We add in stickers and all that good stuff. And whatever you guys want, we'll do. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty open. He looked very confident. I think, look, anybody you put into that situation for that first that first press conference, bro, they were gonna fail. There's no way, there was nothing he could say that would make us happy with that interview. You know what I'm saying? Evil Eagle, all you got to do, there's a link in the description. It should be the top link. Just hit the link. It should bring you right to the place you need to go to sign up. And it's just $1. And then boom, you are a member. What's good, Stephen Joyce? What's good? I'm liking what I see from Sirianni now that his nervousness is something. Exactly. You know, you had to give him a little bit of time. I'm excited to see what this team is going to be. You know, I know that we're not going to be great. I know we're not going to be, you know, a Super Bowl contender probably the first year, but I think we have a good coaching staff. I feel very confident about this, but that confidence kind of scares me as well because I was not confident about Doug Peterson and he won us a Super Bowl. So maybe I shouldn't be, you know, confident in my own confidence, if that makes sense. Tim says, if Jason Owa Edge from PSU is there in the second round, are you taking him? If I'm being honest, no. And it's not that I don't think he's a good player. I don't know if he's a second round prospect right now. I haven't really looked too deep into him. I am a Penn State fan, so obviously I've seen him play, but I don't know where they got him going right now. But I think right now we have to focus, unless we like gut this whole defensive line. That's a possibility, right? Because we are getting old on the defensive line. So if we gut the whole defensive line, then maybe talk to me after that. But at where we stand right now, I think you have to, first round can be whatever player is the best player, in my opinion. I feel like you can, unless it's a quarterback, you're not really going to get much flack from me. Get the best player there, move on. And then second round, I don't like saying, you know, draft for a position because that's when you reach sometimes, but you have to take the best player at the best position. Like how do I say it? Like it's most likely going to be a cornerback. You know, I feel like maybe like a J.C. Horn or like maybe like Caleb Farley's not dropping to the second, but it's somebody, a great cornerback can probably drop to that, you know, early second round pick where we're going to be. I don't think it'll be a linebacker. I don't think it, because you got to remember we're picking at number 6, right? So it's like it's hard to say because, you know, even if they're a mid second round guy, he's probably not going to be the best player on the board. So it's hard to really say right now, but I'm thinking it's going to be a cornerback, maybe a linebacker, but I'm honestly leaning towards a cornerback. What's good, Ewing? What's good? Shout out to Evil Eagle joining the membership. That's what I'm talking about, y'all. Y'all killing it. Y'all are killing it. Y'all are killing it. Look at that. He gets a nice little badge next to his name. You get to drop emojis. I'm about to join the membership. I want to join it now. I'm talking myself into it, man. Thank you, Evil Eagle. I appreciate you joining the family, man. I have full confidence in Jonathan Gann. He seems like he holds people accountable, and that's all I want. And it seems like it's going to be a whole team thing. Like it seems like everybody holds everybody accountable, and that's what we need. That's what we need. Maybe Nick Sirianni's that type of guy that if you know, because I mean we knew that there was times that Doug Peterson had no say, and he just kind of was like, "That's not up to me," and he kind of just shrugged off the conversation, right? Maybe Nick Sirianni's not that kind of guy. Maybe if Howie comes in there and is like, "Nah, you got to start this guy," and it goes wrong, maybe Nick's gonna be at a press conference like, "Listen, man, Howie need to chill the hell out." And you know, honestly, that's what we need, bro. That's what we need. If you look at like any good business, you have yin and yang, right? You have yin and yangs. You have people that keep people in check. Even on this channel, you know, I say some crazy stuff, and I got my boy Brandon. He keeps me in check. You know what I'm saying? I say wild stuff. Y'all keep me in check. You have to have that yin and yang. So hopefully Nick Sirianni can be that. Hopefully he has that much of a voice. But we will see. We will see. What's good, Eagle Slayer in the building? Oh, I got you. You already know. I like Aaron Robinson, cornerback from UCF. He had a good Senior Bowl. There was a lot of people that had good Senior Bowls. Look, this year we're going to see a lot of random risers. We're going to see, you know, and that's a corny way of putting it, but that's the only way I could think of saying it. Like we're going to see a bunch of random people that have really good, you know, Senior Bowls. We saw it with Mac Jones. A lot of people started getting high on Mac Jones. A lot of people are starting to get high on Shaka Toney from, you know, we're talking about Penn State earlier. People are getting high on him. So it's like you're going to start seeing random, and I hate to say random because obviously they're putting in work, but you're going to see people that take advantage of these little opportunities you get. We just had Jimmy Morrissey on. He was a walk-on. You know, shout out to him. Great guy. I can't wait to see him in the league. But he has a unique opportunity because right now he's projected to go anywhere from the 3rd to the 5th round, right? But I've even been reading more. If he goes out there and he can show that he can be, that's why I kind of asked him, if he can show that he has versatility to be a guard and, you know, move all around, which I have full faith that he can do, you know, his draft stock can shoot up. his draft stock can really shoot up. You might see somebody like him go in the early or mid second, late second, maybe even earlier. So this is going to be one of those years that if you can put up some numbers in your pro day, you might see somebody, really rise up. Don't worry about it, man. You're still part of the family, bro. You're still part of the family. You got a wrench, right? Yeah, you got a wrench. You ain't got to join, bro. You ain't got it. I don't need no dollar to know you down, bro. I already know, man. It's just an extra thing. I love you. Thank you, man. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. I agree. Get whoever best pick at 6 is besides a QB. And I've said this before, and I know y'all hate when I say this, but if you fall in love, like, look, I've done some research on all the quarterbacks. And if I had to pick one right now, realistically, I'm starting to fall for Justin Fields. And I hate saying that because I'm a Penn State fan. And I feel like that's really what blinded me from, Justin Fields. Like, Justin Fields killed us. Like, I can go over some of the whole line because, like I said, I did just do a whole, did all my research on Justin Fields. So I can go over a little bit of why I'm going to say this. So all right, against Penn State, mind you, this is when I mainly see him. I gotta find it. Hold on. He went 44 of 56, 500 yards, 506 yards, 6 touchdowns, and not a damn interception against the Penn State Nittany Lions. So understand why I hate him. Understand why I don't like him that much. But when you go back with the eye of just like looking at a quarterback, regardless of the nameplate. The boy is good. The man has talent. That his arm is undeniable. So if he falls to you at 6 and you love him, it's going to be hard for me to really be mad at you. Like you do have to fit a system around him. Don't get me wrong. And none of these quarterbacks outside of, in my opinion, Trevor Lawrence. Trevor Lawrence is the closest thing to a full, what's the word I'm looking for? Like he's the closest thing to not being a bust that you can kind of just predict. What's the word I'm looking for? Wow, I just really drew a blank. But yeah, he's probably the closest thing that I can say is like, solid, what you're getting. Outside of that, everybody has, because honestly, Justin Fields, he's great physically, he's very gifted. I don't like that the man ran from Penn State. He didn't ran. He decommitted from Penn State, went to Georgia, left Georgia because he didn't want to compete, and he wasn't gonna. It's just when you look into his plug and play. Yeah, that's a good way of putting the process. Thank you. When you look at his college career, there's red flags, but at the same time, it's obvious that he has a lot of talent. Now, why did he leave Georgia? There was some issues with the baseball guy, but that's another thing too. He might be the type of guy that just goes and plays baseball in a year too. I mean, who knows? Because I know people were bringing this up with Kyler Murray because he's a venture capitalist. They were thinking he would just play a couple years and retire. I know when Russell Wilson first came out, he kind of dropped to the 3rd round because people thought he would just go play baseball. So, who knows? Who knows what people are looking at these guys as? We did. So we have Steve Steichen. I can't say his name. But tonight, shout out to Guilty as Charged podcast. We're going to be doing the Chargers pick tonight for the mock draft at 6. So I'm going to ask him about Steve Steichen. And, obviously he's from the Chargers. So I'm going to ask him. And just a little bit of a teaser. When I did ask him already in the, I sent him the rundown of what we're going to do for the pick. I kind of threw it out there that I wanted to talk to him about Steve. And he was like, do you want me to be honest? So, I'm interested to hear what he says because, shout out to every Eagles content creator. I mean, this is no shade or anything, but we all try to, base our ideas on what we see. We don't really know, we don't really know what that guy is. The best person that can really tell you is people that have been there, close to him and seen him for years. So I'm excited to see what he'll say about Steve. I think we'll get a really good understanding of what he'll be for us. Hope Nick Sirianni stands his ground. I sure do too. Brandon seems like he's not big on Hurts. I think it's honestly the other way around, to be honest. I think Brandon doesn't want, and I don't want to speak for him. Obviously, he'll be on tonight. We'll talk about it, or we'll talk about it another time. I think it's more of the consistent change that he's not a fan of. He doesn't want to consistently find a quarterback because he wants he thinks that we should continue with Hurts. So what's good, Richard Roof? What's good? What's good? Channel member in the building. Channel member in the building. I got to get better at this. I got to remember. I got to like shout y'all out. You know what I'm saying? I got to show love, extra love. So your Discord contest is only the first 4 rounds. Yeah, the first 4 rounds. So I don't. No. Your first 4 picks. I'm sorry. Your first 4 picks. So I don't care if you trade back. You know what I'm saying? And your first 4 picks end up freaking all in the 5th round. I don't care. It has to be your first 4 picks. And then just kind of explain the pick, the trade if you do trade. You know what I'm saying? So I could tell the people. Plug and play. Yeah, that was the word I'm looking for. I can't talk. I can't be talking. We need to build around our quarterback than creating a controversy. That's what Howie and don't get. See, I think that's where, that's where Brandon stands. I think that's where Brandon stands, which I understand that. You know what I'm saying? I'm more on the side of I just want to have a great quarterback. So if you feel like there's the great quarterback out there and you don't feel Jalen Hurts is that guy, then you move on and you grab that great quarterback. I like Jalen Hurts, but, if the notion is that he was drafted to be a backup, then that's what maybe that's what he's going to be. I don't know. I don't know. Do you still have your merch like Hurts t-shirts? Yeah, we still have the merch. Every link will be in the description. Yeah, we got, I meant to put up the, what's it called? I meant to put up the Deshaun Jackson Jones. I made some Deshaun Jackson ones. So I meant to put those up and forgot. But I will put those up. I'll put those up today. Shout out to my guy, the Daily Drip, man. He says, yo, man, listening in the background while wrapping up school. My guy. We're going to be collabing very soon, probably next week. So definitely be on the lookout for that. Very excited for that. Very excited for that. Thank you for coming through, man. I appreciate it. I think that Jalen Hurts deserves a chance to start in 2021. We chose him in the 2nd round, and he showed potential. Build a good team around Jalen. Look, man, it's all about what you believe in. I'm not Howie, obviously, so I can't make that decision. But if I was Howie and I looked at him and I drafted him and said, I drafted you because I missed out on Russell Wilson, I mean, that's a statement right there, right? That's a pretty big statement. So I feel like you got to give that man a chance. If that's what you saw at him, if that's what you saw when you drafted him and not a backup, because if you drafted a 2nd round backup, Howard Roseman. I don't even know if his real name is Howard, but if it is, Howard Roseman. Somebody find out his middle name, because that's when I knew I was in trouble. My dad would say my full name in Spanish. So, I find out his whole middle name. Yeah, if you drafted a backup at 2nd round, that's a whole nother discussion. But if you saw him as a Russell Wilson type guy, then you do that. Uh-oh. The church is starting to sing now. I'm going to have to close my window. Y'all, if y'all seen the video before with my church, oh my God. The church next to me starts singing like Jailhouse Rock and stuff. I don't know what God they pray to, like God of Elvis or something. But they get down. I respect it. All right. My bad. What's good, by Share? Speaking of collabs, I'm going to be going on my hopefully, I don't know if it's still on. But by Share's having a couple of people on his channel. I'm going to go over there and rock out with my nephew real quick. Go show love. Be sure to go check out by Share, man. He's, you know what I'm saying? He's the future of this Eagles content, man. You know what I'm saying? We got to show the young Bulls some love. Imagine putting a run-first offense with Hurts and Sanders and play action with the threat of Hurts running. Yeah, and then we can draft Shane Simpson, right? We could draft Jimmy Morrissey because he's really good at run blocking. Who else did I interview? Draft Simeon Swat. Draft everybody that I interviewed, Allie. Look out for me. But no, I agree. I mean, it could be something scary. It could definitely be something scary. But I joked about the Shane Simpson, but, you know, me and him talked off of camera, and he grew up, obviously, with Saquon Barkley and everything. But he said he would love to play with somebody like Miles Sanders because he feels like even though they have similar traits, they also can, you know, work off of each other well. So I think that's really cool. I think that'll be something fun to watch. Who's the new member? Did I miss it? I said Eagle. You just late. You just late, man. You just late. His name is Howard Roseman. For real. I need to make those shirts. Howard Roseman. Who do you think is the most realistic pick at 6, even though Howie's draft will be hard to? It's true. It's true. It would be very hard in my opinion, it would be very hard to miss at that pick. Who do I think is realistic? If I'm thinking how Howie's thinking, if Penny Sewell drops, he's going to get picked. To me, that's pretty obvious if that happens. Honestly, if Howie's not looking at a quarterback or a lineman, I would not be surprised to see him I don't want to say see him, but I would not be surprised if he's seriously considering trading back, because I don't think anything that's there he values, because I think Jamar Chase would be an obvious pick, but I don't think he thinks a wide receiver should go that high. At least the franchise hasn't shown that historically, right? And then linebacker, that's not going to happen. Cornerback, I think a cornerback is a stretch at number 6. Maybe Kyle Pitts, but I mean, that was the last thing we picked. I say wide receiver all the time, but I think the last skill position, wide receiver or tight end, was a tight end, like Keith Jackson or something like that. And it was at like 84. So maybe Kyle Pitts is that next guy. But I think the most realistic thing for Howie is either hope that Penny Sewell falls, hope that he gets a quarterback he really likes, or he's going to trade back. I really don't feel like he's going to go and get Jamar Chase. I think that's the smartest thing to do, but you asked realistic, right? So what's good, Carlos? Carlos in the building. I'm not sold on any of these college kids. Getting a Fritz or Brissett in free agency would be a more safe, realistic option. But what is that safe for? This is my thing. If I agree with you, go ahead and grab one of them if you're going into this season saying they are backup. If you're bringing in a veteran to compete, that just doesn't make sense to me. Because if you go into the year with the thought process that you're willing to give, in Jacoby Brissett's, case, I won't talk about Fitzpatrick because I don't think it's realistic for him to really take the starting job. He could, but if you're betting that, or not even betting, if you're willing to say that a 30-plus-year-old can come in and take your second-round quarterback's job, that's dumb to me. That sets you back. For that, go get a quarterback. Go get a top quarterback and actually have a competition. Because if you're letting a 30-plus-year-old quarterback come in that's a journeyman and win the job, that sucks for Jalen Hurts. That is not a good look for Jalen Hurts. That's not a good look for us. You lose all value in him, in my opinion, in that. At least if he loses to a Trey Lance or a Justin Fields, you still kind of hold that value of him, kind of like the Cardinals did. Kind of like the Cardinals did with Roseman. Yeah, you're going to lose a little bit of that value. Maybe we end up with a third for him, but if you lose your job to Fitzpatrick, man, and then we got to think about paying you next year. That's the thing you got to think of too. He doesn't have a 5th-year option. So this is already his second year. We have to either see if this guy's the guy this year or not. You know what I'm saying? This has got to be the year you decide, because we're most likely going to be going into the conversations next year, even if it's halfway through next year, of extending him, because we don't wait till the last year. We've shown that with quarterbacks, right? We've done that with Carson. That's why we're in this situation now. I mean, not totally, but that's, part of the reason we are where we are now. So we don't wait. So we have this year and maybe half of next year to figure out what Jalen Hurts is and if he's the quarterback of the future. So, I mean, you got to make that decision quick. And if you're going to have a battle, it's got to be a real legit battle, in my opinion. What receivers in free agency do you think fit Carson Wentz? I don't care about Carson Wentz. What you guys know about Carson Wentz for? I mean, it's a colt. I don't give a damn who fits with him, to be honest with you. I really don't care. Go get him a good tight end and go get him some laxatives, because he's going to be acting like a little baby. I don't care about Carson Wentz. I agree. I really think Hurts is a born leader. I think he will be a franchise quarterback for the Eagles. Just got to give him time to grow. He's busting ass and all. That's the thing, man. Listen, I feel like in Philly, bro, if you put in that work, we going to love you. We going to show you love. So, you know what I'm saying? But, and he's doing that. and he's getting the respect of his teammates and of his coaches. That's what you got to do, man. That's what you got to do. I think he will draft Pitts. We'll see. Personally, I think he's going to go with Penny Sewell. I think if Penny Sewell is there, I highly doubt he would pass up on Penny Sewell. And I can't blame him. But then we got to, we're going to be the only team in history with a left tackle, with a left tackle drama. So unless you go ahead and get Penny Sewell and then you trade one of these older guys, maybe move Jordan Mailata to the right tackle, trade maybe a Dillard or trade maybe a Lane Johnson if you can get some value out of him. Who knows? This first round pick will determine the season. I agree. I think the first three picks, realistically, the first three picks are going to be very, very important because there's good talent all throughout. You can realistically get yourself a top wide receiver at 6. You can get yourself a top 4 or 5 cornerback at the second pick. And then you can realistically still get yourself a top 3, 4 linebacker with that third round pick, or even a center in a Jimmy Morrissey. You know what I'm saying? I think that he would be a great pick because we do not know what is going to be happening with Jason Kelce. We do not know what is going to be happening with Isaac Seumalo down the road. You got to, I don't think that offensive line is the most important position, but if you sit there at third and you see a guy that can change a position that kind of makes you feel comfortable, because it might not be this year, but Jason Kelce's not going to be here much longer, and Isaac Seumalo is not, he's all right. He's good. Don't get me wrong, but he's not young. He's not, on the up. It is what it is. If Dallas gets Pitts, we're going to have problems for years. Or they're going to have problems on that defense for years. Theoretically, you would think they go wide receiver because there's not really any production at the position. I agree. Shout out to everybody in here, man. Hit that. He said, okay, stop it, Joe Fresco. You still have some heart for Wentz. You just don't want to show it. I don't give a damn about Carson Wentz no more, bro. Like, I really don't. I hope that he stays healthy and God bless him, and I hope he has a great career, but I do not care about him. I do not care who. I'm not looking at none of his tape. Anyways, let me shut up. But yeah, shout out to everybody that's in here. We're at 30 people. Be sure to hit that like, hit that subscribe, and join the membership if you want to. It's $1. Links are in the description. Whatever we think he will draft, multiply by -100, add 6, hit your head with a hammer hard, add drugs, and that'll be your pick. Big facts. That is the truest. That's funny as hell. Hold on, I gotta find that. That was funny. What's good, Scoop Doo? What's good? I see you. If Slay gets traded, will you change your name at Big Play Slay? Trevor Lawrence versus Jalen Hurts. Let's go. That's my kind of QB camp. Imagine that would be insane. Carson, who? Yeah, facts. Was it? That's the I gotta get that Snoop Dogg meme. The who? That's how I feel. I think the QB coach can develop him to a pocket passer as well. I'm really not worried about him kick and play. He has a mentality to learn. That's the most important thing. Depends if I'm still feeling the name. I honestly wouldn't care if we traded Darius Slay, but I'd probably keep the name. And yes, I'd probably change my name to this. Into that. Fuck Wentz. I still have arguments about Wentz with Eagles fans. Who cares? He's gone. Yeah, I don't even care anymore. He won't be eligible for an extension until after year 3. So that's after next year. So that's what I'm saying. We would be talking after. That's when that's what I meant. What did I say? I'll be saying some weird stuff. So if I say it wrong, I'm sorry. Just call me out because just call me out. I don't mind. Yeah, that was crazy. I mean, that's when McNabb was trash, though. That's when McNabb. I don't want to say trash, but McNabb was definitely on the outs. How he's drafted for his job this year. That's a big fact. That's a big fact. What up, Tyler? What up? What's up, Philly girl? What's good? Can't stay long, but wanted to drop some love. I appreciate that. I'm scared to buy jerseys this year because I don't know what player will be on the team. Hey, that's it's true, man. It's true. I don't trust Malo at center. That's a nightmare waiting to happen. Whew. Yeah. Thoughts on this trade? Dillard and Barnett and perhaps Zach Ertz to Miami for the 18th pick, or do we would think we would have to get? I mean, that's a lot. I think they would take that. That's a lot. That's a starting left tackle, at the very least, a rotational tackle, a backup tackle. That's a starting tight end, but they got Jasicki. They got a pretty good tight end themselves. I don't know if they would want to take on all that money. That's the thing. I don't think they would want to take on all that money. I mean, for us, I would do it. If we're getting rid of all those people anyways, might as well, right? I only see us drafting a quarterback or O-line, hopefully not QB. I hope not too, man. Shout out to Jeremiah Butler. Thank you so much with the $4.99 super chat. Let me get that wrench, Joe. I got you. I just sent you one. I loved Carson and didn't want him to leave. I told myself if he did, I'm all the way done. It sucks. I mean, I got respect for Carson, man, as like a player and what he did for this team, bro. But it is what it is at this point. Like, he's not here no more. He didn't want to be here. Like, maybe I'm joking a little bit when I say, F him and all that, but like, I mean, it is what it is. We gotta worry about who's on our team now, right? We gotta worry about the quarterback controversy we still have looming. So I feel you, man, but it is what it is. I rock with the Eagles, man, always. But yeah, shout out to you, man. Thank you for that $4.99. I appreciate it. Mixed slab, most irresponsible quarterback. Did you guys see the interview? Oh, did you guys see the interview that he did, or that T.O. did in response to his interview? That it was on like Bleacher Report, that when they played pool or whatever, and they was just talking junk about each other. It's like, damn, y'all like 40 years old, man. Calm down. If Howie is good when pressure is on, then we should trust him with being fired every day. I don't understand how he's not fired, but I think that in itself is is definitely like something to be very impressed with, because the fact that man has made it through so many different coaching staffs is like, that's godly almost. I'm not jealous. We'll see what happens. Bro. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and say that he's gonna be great. I really don't think he will. And maybe I'm hating. I probably am hating, but I really don't think he's gonna do that good there. But we'll see. Watch Wentz comes back as a prodigal son near the end of his career 15 years later. Hey, maybe. Not sold Trevor Lawrence. I see Nick Foles when I see Trevor. Wow. The Zona Killer. Arizona. Nick Foles was good in college, though. He just, didn't go to a really big school and they didn't win much. Brian Johnson just seems like a developer when it comes to a standpoint of Hurts on day-to-day basis when we're talking about Frank and Wentz having a bond. Yeah, I agree. I mean, this is something that we hoped would continue even when we lost Frank, and this is something that I feel like hurt Carson, when we lost that type of guy. So, it's somebody that Hurts is comfortable with. So hopefully that helps him. Hopefully it doesn't hinder a competition, though. Hopefully, if we do bring another quarterback, and it's going to be an open competition, it's not like I don't want a quarterback like if Zack Wilson came in, knowing Zack Wilson's I don't know Zack Wilson, but like what I've read, what I've seen, what I've kind of taken from his interviews, he's not like I don't want to say he's not mentally tough. How do I put this? How do I put this in the right way to not sound like a joke? I'm not trying to bash him. I just feel like if he comes into this situation and he sees Brian Johnson showing a little bit extra love to Jalen Hurts, that's not really fair. That's not really, and I'm not one to really care about people's feelings, but that's not fair. That's not a real competition, right? So that's the only thing that makes me nervous about him. But I think he's going to be a great coach. What do you think of Jalen Waddle? I think he's good. I mean, I think he's like 185 pounds soaking wet. I just don't like. I don't like the frame. I don't like the frame on Jalen Waddle. Obviously, I mean, how do you hate the tape? You can't hate the tape, but his body just scares me. To be honest, his body, his injury history, all that just kind of scares me. I don't care what anyone says. It's Fly Eagles Fly, and on your next live, if I cop the merch, I'll definitely show it on a live stream. Heck yeah, man. Heck yeah. If you anybody cops the merch, send me some pics. I'll throw them up on the IG and all that, man. I love that. Center is saying Malu natural position, so it wouldn't be a nightmare. Yeah, but he's also not that young. You know, like just and if we do get rid of him at center, I mean, if we do move him to center, I should say, who's going to be at that guard position? You know, it just, I feel like it opens up too many. It opens up a can of worms. Yeah, I mean, he just got out of jail, though, bro. Like, I mean, you know, my man's just got out of jail. Like, you had to give him a little bit of time. But, you know, once he got in that with, you know, once he took a little bit of time with Andy Reid, you could tell he definitely got a lot better. I appreciate everybody coming and chilling for the for lunchtime. You know, everybody probably chilling on their lunch. We're gonna go another like 20 minutes. I'll get out of here at 1:30, and I'll see you guys tonight. But yeah, we'll go another 20 minutes. So, how is I can't inequities? Is that the right word? I don't know. I don't know what word you're trying to spell. Unforgivable now. Howie's just trash. Like I agree with you 100% there. Like I don't know the word, but I get the gist. And Howie's definitely trash. If that's where you're going with it, I agree. Those two still gonna beef for my kids in college. Big facts though, bro. I think their kids are gonna beef if they even. It's not like an Eagles fan to ever say they don't miss the guy, but because they obviously do. But I care about the dance scene now. Exactly. You know, it's about the Philadelphia Eagles. It's not the Philadelphia Carson Wentz is. Like and sub. Yeah, definitely hit that like button, hit that sub button if you are new, and join the team if you're trying to join. You know, you see all these people with like little cool emojis next to their name and stuff. Hold on, let me find the bong. See, you can get one of those little circle things next to your name. You know what I'm saying? One of those little logos for $1. And we do like live chats. We're gonna do private live chats and stuff like that. But yeah, at the very least, like and subscribe. You heard me? I am sick of Wentz. I'm glad he's gone. Since 2018, I knew it was over with Wentz. People are stuck in 2017. That's kind of how it felt, man. It kind of felt like everybody just wanted to hold on to 2017. Picture this: Howie Roseman gets fired even after fantastic Dragons placement. Brian Dawkins, who talks to the staff and players like, whew. Imagine that, man. That would be, Philly go just imagine that. That would be amazing, bro. That would be amazing. That would be amazing. Like, how can you say no to him if he comes to you and is like, I need you to sign this doggone contract and give me everything you got? Like, how do you say no to Brian Dawkins, bro? Come on. He could get me to sign up and get killed out there. Nick is a GOAT, better than Tom Brady. I agree. BDN, baby. Which Nick? The playoff Nick. Do you think if we traded Wentz back then, Foles would have took us to That's a great question. And I'm going to say no. I think that it wasn't just on Carson Wentz. Carson Wentz definitely was a problem, but I don't think Nick Foles could have saved this team. Like there was so much going wrong. There was so much. I think the offense might have been better, but the defense was still bad these past couple of years. So I think we might have been better on offense, like I said, just because it would have been a lot more simple and within the offense. And maybe Doug Peterson's still here looking for a new quarterback, you know, but I don't know. To say he would have won us another Super Bowl is hard to say that, to be honest. But it would have been very interesting. That's a very good question. I might have to make that a whole lot. True Slay, I respect Carson, but I'm done with him. I thought he would be at least, man, me too. I thought he would be a career Eagle, man. Wilson like Nelson, their mentality still affect them. Still affect them here as I do not think they could handle 10. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like Wilson has a lot of great attributes, but Man, and I hate to hold this against him, but man, his mom was like crying because people were being mean to him in high school, man. Like, you're not gonna, bro. This is this is different, bro. I don't know. And he's not gonna come in and do great off rip. You're gonna probably go to a bad team. So you're gonna get heat off the rip. You know, I hope that he can, manage it, you know. Maybe he can, maybe he can't. We brought in Brian Johnson for a reason, as to get Hurts ready to be great, in my opinion. That's when Wentz will. Most likely, maybe. I think Wentz been like F this. I think Wentz was done like around maybe week 5, week 6. If I'm being 100% honest, I think he was kind of like, whatever, bro. Like, you know, there's a lot to it. Some people want to say he didn't run from competition. He did, but there's also more to it. Okay, you're not gonna convince me that he didn't run from competition, but that's fine if you think that. But there is more to it. Like I said, I don't think he would have got another contract coming. You know, either way, even if he would have came back next year, won his job, and did decent, I don't think we would have, you know, gave him a third contract. I think he would have just kind of lived out this contract, maybe even been asked to restructure at some point. So I don't think he saw fiscally the growth that he wanted here. So that has to do with it. But he ran from competition. I mean, that's really what it is to me. That's how I feel. Vic as an Eagle was better than he was as a Falcon. I mean, like as a quarterback, I could definitely agree with that. He definitely became a better quarterback. Just rewatched the first half of the Super Bowl 52. Man, that was a special team. Yeah, man, that was a great year. When you're an NFL QB, you're almost the big boy of the team. You have to make it feel like you're the oldest of the family, and your dad treats you like a man. How he babied the living dog shit out of him. Yeah, it's true. It's true, though. It is true, bro. Big plays play both Knicks. I think that. I don't put everything. Yeah, you said Howie built a Super Bowl team. I don't put everything on Howie. The coaching staff was horrible. I agree. I don't put everything on Howie. Howie, and I've said this before, man. Howie doesn't. And this team does not miss every pick. It's just when he misses, it's big, you know, and he makes a mistake, it's big, you know. So, and it's been a lot of recent mistakes. So it's like, you know, it's all starting to snowball and we're bad. You know what I mean? Like if he would have if JJ Arcega was trash, but our team was good, I think everybody would be like, whatever. You know, like we missed on DK, that sucks. But we suck and you missed that. So it's like, you know, it's a snowball. Everything's snowballing. Snowball. I'm sorry, I just wanted to. Perhaps Trevor turns into a deer in headlights when plays in pressure. Can't just watch highlights and then form your opinion. Got to watch all 4 quarters. I mean, hey, I've watched a lot of Trevor Lawrence over the last couple of years. I think he's really good. I think he's one of the most solid players in this draft as far as quarterback goes. I think he's the number 1 overall prospect. I really do. I really do feel that. But I understand, you know, everybody sees something different in different people. You know, I definitely agree with you. It is what it is. I also have a question when it comes to Nick Foles after the playoffs and the Super Bowl. Everything we traded him when his value was at the all-time high. What do you think we were going to get? I think what we got was fair. I think. Oh no, we didn't trade him. Damn, yeah, that's right. If we would have traded him, I think we would have probably got like a first, maybe a little bit more, especially from the Bears at that time. Yeah, I think that's what they were talking about was a first, because his contract would have been workable anyways. I mean, he was in a perfect situation, you know, but shout out to him. He wanted to, you know, if he would have stood with the Eagles, he still would have got paid like 20-something mil. So he just wanted a chance to go play as a quarterback, as a starter. Yeah, I mean, Foles was good, but Nick is like Mo Rivera. Hey, I like that comparison. Let's go Yankees. Not in terms of talent level. Hear me out. He's not a closer on the season. He's a great closer on the season, not a whole season guy. Bring him in at the end. Fantastic. Not the whole game of the season. And I think that, look, we if you look at how that 2017 season went, he had some poor games. He had a good game against the Giants. We had a bad game against, I want to say it was the Raiders. Going into the playoffs, we were kind of nervous about it. And then look, he, you know, in the second half, kudos to this coaching staff, kudos to Nick Foles, because I don't know what happened, but after the first half of the Falcons game, Nick Foles just went crazy. Nick Foles just went absolutely crazy. So I definitely get what you're saying there. I agree. Eagles should get Justin Fields. I wouldn't be mad at that. I would not be mad at that. If you stay at 6, that's the whole thing. Stay at 6. I don't care. I don't want to say I don't care, but I can talk myself into a quarterback if you stay at 6. Don't give up assets to go get a quarterback. If anything, if you can get more assets, move back and get Justin Fields, but I doubt that would happen. But what's good, Danny? What's good? My bad. I'm sorry. I just went right by. What's good, Danny? Thank you for coming in. I'm so glad we have new schemes to look fine to my prayers have been answered. Great stream, bro. Gotta go, but hit that like button and sub the man up. I appreciate you, Jeremiah. Appreciate you, and thank you for that $5 again, man. I appreciate that. The players even built a shrine for Foles. He was loved in the locker room. Wentz wasn't liked from a lot of players. Been saying, hey, Philly, would you like if the Eagles got Justin Fields with 6 pick or trade up for him? Do not trade up. That is my whole thing. Do not trade up. I don't care who you're getting. Do not trade up. We do not have the assets. We do not have the team to trade up. If you trade up, you think that you are that player away. We are not one player away. So I've said this before. If you are going to get a quarterback at number 6, you better be in love with that man. And you better not think this is how it has to work. You have to go into this draft speaking to Nick Sirianni, and Nick Sirianni has to tell you, I can make Jalen Hurts work. All right. We have to understand when a coach comes in, they usually want their own quarterback. But if he says, I can make Jalen work, I want to work with Jalen, then you move forward with Jalen and you go ahead and get a backup with that mindset. You don't have a quarterback competition. You have a backup. But if Nick Sirianni comes in and he's like, listen, if we can get Fields, I would love that. Then you look at it from that perspective. Exactly. Losing breeds negativity. It is what it is, man. It is what it is, man. Sorry, I live in Florida. I've been listening to a lot of Kodak and stuff. What's good, Chris? What's good, man? And another Chris. What's good, Chris? Please, no quarterback. No sticks defense. Hallelujah. I heard you on that, man. We say how he missed on talent, but if the coaches can't develop players or put them in a position to succeed, it would definitely look like a miss. That's 100% correct. Now, and I'm sure you agree with me on this as well. We have to give Howie, blame for what Howie needs blame for. Don't get me wrong. He's not abstaining from blame, but we definitely have to understand that it was everything. Everything was going wrong last year. So, facts. That's a fact, too. That's a fact. Y'all dropping facts. He balled out from a physical standpoint. I have no idea what Frank Wright drew up, but he definitely worked for 4 straight quarters, closing out to the Super Bowl. Yeah, they just went crazy, man. They just went crazy. Foles was the best quarterback in the playoffs in the history of the NFL 2017. He was determined. Yeah, it was just a beautiful story, man. It was just a beautiful story. I can't wait till the next one. Even with Chip Kelly, fans broke NFL records, or fools broke NFL records, and the idiots traded for him. Yeah, facts. Oh, Sam Bradford, Sammy Sleeves, penny or trade back. That's it. I wouldn't be mad. I would not be mad if we traded back, but I've got to see what that trade back is going to be like. Because if we move anything for the furthest I would go is 15, and that's where the Patriots are. And you would have to come up. Like, you're going to have to come out your pockets. Like, I think a realistic trade would be the Broncos, because I think they sit at 9. Correct me if I'm wrong, y'all, but I think they sit at 9. I'd move back 3 spots for another first next year and maybe a third this. I'd do that. Or I'd move back for a second this year and maybe a second next year. I'd do that. Give me some, you know what I'm saying? Then you can still get a top 10 player. If you stay in that top 10, I'm Gucci with it. I'm Gucci. Justin Fields, we're gonna go up and get him. I really hope we don't. I did a video saying that we might be going up to get Zack Wilson because everybody's starting to say that he might be their number one quarterback. Excuse me. I've never wanted to be so wrong in my life. Hold on, excuse me. I'm dying, y'all. I'm dying. It's because I don't have coffee. But you guys can buy me a coffee with the link that is in the description. I'm having too much fun with all this stuff. All right. Facts. We got to develop these young bulls, man. For all we know, how we drafted decent players. Rager getting hate, but look at the tape. A lot of missed throws. Big facts. Big facts. That's Brandon right there, y'all. That's Brandon. Shaky Biggie. Standing at exactly how tall you are. The Philadelphia Eagles slideshow as the QB, Philly podcast. His head coach, Brandon, says he's a great QB and he's going to compete with Hurts. Let's get it, man. You ready, Brandon? The people have spoken, man. You the head coach. I'm the quarterback. Let's get it. I think you should probably be the quarterback. You're way more athletic than I am. But, hey, we got to give the people what they want. To be fair, they trade him for Bradford because they were trying to trade up for Mariota, but Titans were not budging. Facts. And we got – look, I mean, Howie made magic happen that year with those trades. Everything clicked in 2017, but ever since then, it has. I mean, we obviously harp on the draft misses, but you even look at giving up a fourth-round pick for Jannard Avery. Did y'all realize he's still on the team? Because I almost forgot. You look at giving up a third round for Golden Tate. I think it was a third round. That messed up. He hasn't been hitting like he did in 2017. It is what it is. Love is gone. Love is gone away from me. A trade with Denver is the ideal move to make. Yeah, I think that's, anybody in the top 10 outside of the Cowboys, as long as they're anybody in the top 9, that's where I'll go. That's where I'll go. Please don't draft Zack Wilson. He sucks, bro. I think that he had an amazing season in his junior year, but outside of that, he's had injuries, he's been inconsistent, and he didn't play great talent. And I feel like this is something that has been coming up a lot lately. We keep talking about people that duck competition. He was supposed to go, well, not supposed to, but he's from Utah. He was a runner-up for Mr. Utah, right? He wanted to go to the Utah Utes. His dad's former coach. His dad was a former defensive lineman in that same high school, right? His dad's former defensive line coach is the head coach at the Utah Utes, right? So everything was working out for him to go to Utah. He found out that they recruited somebody for the 2018 class. Mind you, that's a year out. So he said he'd rather go to BYU and go to their rival. Like, that to me is a little bit, I mean, it's stretching. You're stretching, right? But that's a little bit something to think of when it comes to your mentality, right? In my opinion. Was anyone right when we drafted Rager in the draft? Yeah, I wonder if anyone. Yeah, right? I'm starting to get on the Pitts train, but I think Chase and Hurts would work great together. He was tweeting Jalen in college. Yeah, I saw that. I saw that video Joey Shakes put out. Don't sleep on my arm strength, dog. He used to be. What did you play in high school? You were a cornerback, right? You were a cornerback. I was the left end of the bench. Nah. I played D-line. I played defensive tackle, but I went to 2 different high schools. But yeah, Brandon, shout out to Hall High School Warriors. I mean, we could keep Hurts, build around him, a young team. Nobody is proven in the NFL. I think we should go into this year knowing who we are, and we'll be ahead of everyone in our division by that. I agree. That's very true. Bro, I'm going to say it. Doug Peterson was the Brett Brown of the NFL. Hey, yo. Yeah, I don't know what the hell happened to him, man. Yeah, there we go. Played corner. Everyone keeps talking about Jalen like he's a bum. Go look at his freshman year after that. He kept getting new offensive coordinators instead of his growth when he got to Oklahoma. He made a big jump. I agree. I think every player in this draft, let me ask you this, because I know, shout out to Lloyd Brunson. I've been on his lives a couple times the last couple of days, and he's been saying that he thinks that Jalen Hurts is better than every quarterback in this draft except Trevor Lawrence. So I want to know what you guys think. Who, did I end the stream? Did I? I be doing that sometimes like an idiot. What's good, Mr. Philly? What's good, Mr. Philly? Are you going to have a big round table with all the biggest Eagles YouTubers during the draft? Probably not. I'll probably just kind of be on here with Brandon. I don't know. Maybe if they want to do something, I'm down for it. But I don't know how that would work, to be honest, because I know we all have our channels. We all want to, do our own little thing. Maybe I'll collab with somebody. I don't know. That's too far away. I don't know. What do you guys think? Channel members, unite. What do you think we should do? Whew, that's a big. Top 5 Eagles draft choices: Sewell, Pitts, Chase. Trade back, get Slater. Trade back, get Parsons. I hope we get Parsons. I will cry. Should the Eagles trade for Kirk Cousins? No, not at all. Not at all. You bugging. You be bugging. I agree with LB, even though he was all for keeping Wentz. I don't think that I think, all right, if I had to rank Hurts, I wouldn't say he's like a second round. So I wouldn't say he's worse than all these people, but I think I'd put Trevor Lawrence, Justin Fields, and part of me honestly wants to put, what's it called up? Part of me wants to put Zack Wilson ahead of him, but the inconsistency is really what. So I'll put him at 3. I'm not too far off from where Lord Brunson is. I guess I think he's the 3rd prospect. If I put him in the draft right now, he would be my 3rd prospect. Yeah, at this point, I think that it's not even that his reads are bad. I think he's just a one-read quarterback. That's what he was in college. He was able to do that. If you watch Jalen's demeanor through everything, he's been thorough. He kept his head up. Yeah, do research on this guy. He was built for Philly, tough as nails. All the kids do is win. I agree. I respect that. And I will say I don't know much. Like I probably know more now about these prospects because obviously with the channel and all these videos that I'm doing, I try to actually do research. So to be fair, I didn't do that for Jalen Hurts. So maybe I should. I feel you. Yeah, like I said, I'm not too far. I just kind of wanted to know what y'all thought. But I'm not too far off of it. I would probably put him 3rd. I would put if I had to. All right, so this is how I'll probably put it right now. I'll put it in the order of how I would draft them. I would draft Trevor Lawrence first. I would draft Justin Fields second, and then I would draft Jalen Hurts next. And then between Trey Lance and Zack Wilson, I feel like they're both like kind of the same thing to me. Like not same thing as play style, but same thing as far as a risk. Like they're both a risk. Like Zack Wilson, you saw him play one great season, but you've also seen him play one terrible season and one, it was his true freshman year season, right? And then with Trey Lance, you saw him play one season, but it was immaculate. So what do you trust more? What do you trust more? So I don't know. That's where it really gets kind of crazy for me. I would probably go Trey Lance just because I like the kid. But, I don't know. It's hard. Stream the draft live with your first reaction. I'll probably watch it. Okay. Jennifer said I got to do it. So that's what we're going to do, y'all. That's probably what we're going to do. Like I said, I might, maybe because we can put it on different people's channels. So maybe I'll reach out to like Mike and, RB and a couple people would just like cross stream or something like that. Watch it together. But I don't know. I haven't seen no tape on Jalen where I see a red light. We go tight and What number would I put Lance? Personally, I would put him right after Jalen. I would put him above Zack Wilson just because I don't really like Zack Wilson's mentality. And, maybe that's just me making stuff up, but that is what it is. It's, from my research, from what I read, saw, and everything, I just don't like how he I don't know. I think he's a little bit, I don't even want to say soft. He's just not made for Philly. Let's put it that way. I like Trey Lance, so I'd probably put him right above Zack Wilson. So, yeah, I'll put him at 4. When are you and Philly 500 going to link up on a live? Me and Philly 500 did a video a long time ago. Obviously, I had him on for the Eagles draft pick. I got to hit him up. He's a busy man, bro. He be killing it with the live streams. But yeah, we definitely talk. So I'll definitely try and get him on here pretty soon. I might be alone on this, but I think we should trade a late round pick or a player we are going to get rid of to the Titans for right Zack Wilson. They having issues with. I'd have to look into it more. I'll look into it more though. I think there's a lot of guys that, like I was talking about Dennis Gardeck yesterday. I think there's some guys out there that you look at and you're like, like, are they just in the wrong system? Like, I think that eyes open up now. As Eagles fans, we realize that systems are very important, right? Systems are, and some of us knew it, but some people are starting to look now like, okay, they got a scheme fit. They got to be an actual scheme fit. So I think there's going to be some interesting names that are going to pop up that we'll see. I'll move back to 8, pick up a second, get Micah Parsons if he's there. I would love that. I would be all about that. Yeah, no, I agree. And I said that, even when he was playing, I was like, people say he's a one-read quarterback, but it probably helped him this year, if anything. You have to have that quick decision making. Is it one read or is it quick decision making, right? I mean, channel members pick the first round, mods pick the second round, and the rest of the chat picks the third round. I like that. That's actually pretty cool. Yeah, we might do something like that. That sounds pretty fun. I would have to get all y'all here, though. Y'all would actually all have to be here. All college production until they pick in on the NFL soil. We all dealing with hope. Yeah, no, facts. That's a big fact. You ain't never lie, bro. You ain't never lie. Jalen got that. He's just a running quarterback. Put him in the second round, but he should have gone in the first. Yeah, there were people saying that he was going to be a first-round guy. That's the thing. I mean, he had I feel like every game he had a great half, but that's, it was his first game. Hey, what's up, bro? Who does Joey got beef with? I don't know, man. I do not have anything to do with that. I don't know, bro. Philly 500 has such a large following. It's hard to get a question answered. Facts. I mean, God bless him. Hey, that's what he worked hard for, bro. But no, he's a great dude. He'll try, though. I always give him that. He tries his heart out, bro. I will never, ever, take that away from him. Because we have 40 people in here right now, and it's hard for me to read the comments sometimes. But yeah, no, he's great, man. I'll definitely talk to him. That's a good friend of mine, so I'm sure he'll come on. What's up, y'all? What's up, Philly 52? Another channel member in the building. Brunson, yeah, Brunson's my guy. Me and Brunson did a live on his channel. I brought my guy Chandler Jackson that works for, I forget where he works for. I'm tired right now. But I brought my guy Chandler Jackson, who reports for the Eagles. So I brought him on the channel. We all chopped it up. How can you not be a one-read quarterback? Seriously. Casher, what age did you become an Eagles fan? I want to say I was 11. I was like either 10 or 11. Yeah, bleeding green. Thank you, Brandon. I can't talk right now. But yeah. Oh, I'll give it to you. Everybody be yelling at me about these wrenches, man. I'm sorry. Y'all gonna stop yelling about these wrenches. But now, yeah, I around 11. My father, my whole family are Giants fans. Like my whole family is Giants fans. Like die hard. My whole family was born in New York. But I was the first kid born outside of New York in my whole family. So I kind of got to choose my Eagles, football team. And the first game I went to was Eagles versus Giants with my dad. So I just wanted to argue with my dad. And then that turned into, almost 20 years later, I'm still a fan. So look at that. I just gave away my age. So do y'all think we should draft some DBs, 2 corners and 2 safeties, or 1 cornerback and 1 safety? I definitely think we need to work on our defensive backs. I wouldn't say go too crazy, but definitely I think one of the top 3 picks should definitely be a defensive back, in my opinion, though. Yeah, no, it's facts. People don't give Jalen Hurts enough credit for his arm talent. He has more arm talent than people. He's very accurate too. That's what people don't give him credit for. Joe give Eagle. Yeah, I got him. I gave him one. My bad. BMO, what'd he say? Did I miss him? Oh, he said it. He agreed. All right. I don't want to hold you on too long. I'll probably head out. My next classes in 10 to 15 minutes. Peace, my man. Yes, sir. Have a good Friday, man. Have a good class, man. I appreciate you chilling, bro. Yeah, I'll probably be out for here in a little bit. I said I was going to be out of here like 10 minutes ago, but shout out to New York. I'm from New Jersey. Hey, that's what's up. That's what's up. Yeah, bleeding green. Thank you, guys. Yeah, it's our friend, obviously. Shout out to Kev. That's my brother right there. That's my homie. His first TD pass in the NFL was to Jackson. Last time I checked, he wasn't a number 1. My heavily forgot. That was his third read, fellas. How old were people in this chat when they became fans? Giants fans, all of them. Every last one. No, I'm lying. My nephew Jacob is a Jets fan. My nephew Josh is a Patriots fan. So those are the only 2. Those are the only 2 that aren't Giants fans. I was 7th grade, which was like 03. Man, Brandon, you old as hell. I've been a fan since 8 years old. Yes to Jalen doesn't. Hey. Oh, it doesn't show him, though. Does it show him? That sucks. I wish it showed him. It doesn't show him. I love those Fire Howie things, bro. Those are the dopest little emojis. I'm going to add the angry face I was talking about. I'm going to add the angry face as well. My whole family are Eagles fans. I was born into it. I remember my grandfather cussing at the TV when I was a kid. It's not easy being an Eagles fan. Yeah, man. Trust me. And imagine growing up with everybody, especially when the Giants win their Super Bowls and everything. I remember sitting there. God rest my father's soul, man. I remember sitting there watching my dad when the Giants beat the Patriots the first time. And I was so mad. Like, I hate the Patriots, but I hated the Giants too. So I was just sitting there kind of pissed. And then I look over to my dad, and this grown-ass man is crying. Like, I feel him because I ended up crying when the Eagles won. But he was just like, and he wasn't boo-hooing. That's what made it funnier. Like, you turned over to him, and he's just like he was trying to hide it. It was the funniest thing. But like, hey, man, that's why I'm a diehard fan. Like, the one thing that my family is about is like loyalty. If you're going to be something, be it. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't just like jump ship when something goes wrong. No matter what it is, stay loyal to what you believe in, So, like, I respect. I definitely got my loyalty and fandom from him, but I just don't like the same teams. Since Randall Cunningham, let's get it. Hey, from UK. Hey, we got UK in the building. What's good, Jamie? Fly, Eagles, fly. I heard that. What's good, Joe? What's good, Gate City? My guy. Appreciate you coming through, bro. Show enough. The Jets. Drake, bro. I don't know why he's a Jets fan, but I love that kid. And he's a die-hard too. He really reps him. Like he plays with them in Madden. Like it's hilarious. That one read stuff can be taught. He has everything other single that. Yeah. Must suck to be a Jets fan. I wouldn't know. Hopefully we can score 25 points per game along with the defense that can create turnovers. I trust the new coaches to put our players in the best situation. I agree. I wasn't an NFL fan, only watched college, and McNabb changed that for me and came to the Eagles with him and it stuck. That's really like that had a big, obviously it had a big deal with me and my dad going to the game and all that story. But seeing, and I'm not trying to say it like the, it is what it is, man. But seeing a quarterback that looked like me, what I'm saying, was awesome. It was just cool. So it definitely had its effect, and the Eagles are a very culturally diverse team throughout their history. So, it definitely had a little bit of effect on me. And Andy Reid was that guy. It's hard to hate on the Walrus, man. It's crazy. Only NFC East have 1-3. Def gets sent to sleep on the couch after each Cowboys-Eagles game. Laugh my ass off. His wife ain't having all that shit talking. Oh, what? Oh, dang, my wife's a Cowboys fan. My daughter's a Bears fan, and my son. What? That's how? I could get your wife. She's on a woman, but how'd your kids pick like random teams? Are you from out there? Maybe that's probably what it is. You honestly have to love the Eagles to like the Eagles. Yeah, started with Cunningham with my heart, McNabb stole my soul. Yeah, you really do. You really just have to love the Eagles. That's why when people I get no dinner or fun. God bless you, man. We are definitely praying for you over here. That's crazy. We need that Jalen Hurts emoji for the members or even players in general. Yeah, I'll do it. I just have to like make them smaller. So I don't know if it was you that told me you wanted the Jalen Hurts face, but I gotta find it because if it was you that sent it, I didn't get it on Instagram. So be sure to if you do send it to me, I'll look for it and I'll make them. But I think we can make 8. I think we can make 8. So we have 2, and then with the face that'll be 3. So we just need 5 more. So if you're a member, just, I put up a members only post. Just comment which pictures you want and we'll do it. And if you want to become a member, it's only $1. Link is in the description. Feel free to hit that up. Fly Eagles fly to the edge of victory fight. Fly, Eagles fly. On the road to victory. Fly, Eagles fly. Score a touchdown. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Hit them low. Hit them high. Watch our Eagles fly. Fly, Eagles fly. Who's got a better theme song, though? That's my thing. Who's got a theme song? Shout out to my guy, Philly Talk Podcast. Philly Mike, what's good, brother? With the $2.99 super chat. I appreciate that, man. He says, "You fly, Eagles fly." I appreciate that, man. Thank you for coming through, man. My favorite player was Eric Allen. I used to have a rookie card of Eric Allen. I don't know what the heck happened to it. I don't know what happened to it, but I need it. Probably my nephew probably took it. We got 40 people in here. Be sure to hit that like, hit that subscribe. Please, for real, hit that subscribe. We're so close to 1,500, and I know a lot of you ain't subscribed that are watching because YouTube be snitching on y'all. So please do hit that subscribe. And then tonight, just while we have everybody here, tonight we do have the mock draft continuing. So we will be having the Chargers podcast on. Let me see if I can get the... I'm sorry that it looked this way. I ain't really trying to hurt you. So I gotta be this way. So yeah, we're gonna have Guilty as Charged podcast on tonight at 6:00. We're gonna be talking a little bit of everything because honestly, we're gonna go over the draft pick, but our offensive coordinator comes from the Chargers, so I wanted to get his opinion on the guy. Shout out to Gate City Sports on the $3.99 chat. He says, "Just so I can say I beat Mike's super chat." Hey, y'all more than welcome to have a battle of super chats. Don't let me stop you. No, I'm just kidding. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that for real. B Jordan, you play. I play for Ovus Valley Eagles. Before that, Berkshire Blue Raiders. Oh, that's dope, bro. That's pretty cool, man. What position do you play? Mike and Steve in the building. They in the building. Hey, I was always just a football fan. I was peer pressured into choosing a team and went with a team who ain't have a ring and chose Philly. Been a fan for 25 years now. I respect that. I respect that. Salute Philly love. Coming here to hear what my Philly brothers have to say, man. What man makes my day? Oklahoma in the house. Okay. Okay. He said, yo, Gate, my $5 one didn't work. I feel you. I feel you. It'd be like that, bro. It'd be like that. Oh, and while you're in here, Mike, I just want to say thank you. Mike. While you in here, you know what I'm saying? Got to remember to say thank you to my guy. Nah, I appreciate y'all. Y'all ain't got to do that. Whoo, a Nolan Ryan, bro. You would be rich right now. You would be rich. What's good, Kevin Bacon? I'm good, man. Hope all is well. Dawkins, my favorite Eagle. Yeah, Dawkins is definitely my favorite Eagle, too. It's hard to really put anybody above him. I think that's the easy, you know, the one of the games I went to actually was his jersey retirement when we went against the Giants and they missed that field goal. Running back Marshawn Lynch is my play time. Played against Barry Saints. I played basically mostly American Air Force lads. That was brutal. They were mostly Division 2 and 3, but didn't make it in college. That's dope. Did you say what position you play? What position do you play? Gates, he was a quarterback. Was Gates a quarterback? I knew he used to be a coach. Fax Dawkins is the dude. Mr. Philly, I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you coming through. Have a good one. Yeah, I'm going to probably get out of here pretty soon, too. Like I said, I only wanted to go an hour. Here we are, an hour and 20 minutes later. But, you know, it'd be like that. I can't just leave my people chilling. I want Chase in the first and Najee Harris or Javonte Williams in the second. If Chase is gone, I wait to snag Terrence Marshall in the third. I don't know if we go Najee Harris that early. I would not be mad if we had a running back. I think we do need a running back, but I don't think we should go that early with it. Wide receiver and QB as a coach, mostly QBs, a few years at wide receiver. That's dope. See, I knew you had coaching background. I didn't know you used to play too. I mean, I guess that's kind of a understandable. I'm waiting on my freaking shirt. Ooh, running back. Okay. That's what we need. We need ourselves a little north to south runner. I guess it still didn't get delivered. Today's the 26th, right? Oh my God, this is pissing me off. Yeah, I used to love Trent Cole. Man. Trent Cole was that guy. All right, man, but I think I am actually going to get out of here, man. Shout out to all the okay, I guess I'm not going to get out of here. Shout out to my guy Philly52 with the $5 super chat. I appreciate that, man. Top 4 positions of need. What do you got? I'm going to go, and this is need. I'm going to go linebacker. I'm going to go linebacker. I'm going to go safety. I'm going to go linebacker then safety. Then I'll go wide receiver. And then I'm gonna mash them together. I'm gonna say the line. I'm just gonna say the lines in general, defensive or offensive line. So I'll say that first need is a linebacker. Second need is a safety. And then third need would be wide receiver. Fourth need would be like the offensive and defensive line in general. That's where I think we need to go. What y'all think? Let's see what y'all think before I. Yeah, facts. That man does research. That man does his homework. Shout out to Gates. Offense with the first 2 picks, then go defensive crazy after that. He said, nope, you not. You thought so. You thought so, Joe. Reggie White, linebacker. What would your answer be, Philly 52? Okay, but in our draft order. All right, what would I think if you're saying like who do I think will be there like matched with the top 4? I would say in the first round, if you're going to stay at your position, I'm going to say no trading, right? If you stay at 6, I would go, if Penny Sewell's there, get him. If not, I would go ahead and get that wide receiver, Jamar Chase. I know I just said linebacker is most important, but I know we're not going to get a linebacker, so I'm not going to say it. I know we're not going to get Micah Parsons. So I would say that we would go Jamar Chase. In the second round, I want to go cornerback. I think there's going to be a lot of good cornerbacks still left. So I'm looking at cornerback or safety. And then third, I'm going to be looking at that linebacker spot. So I think it should be probably the reverse, but I think that Howie's going to do it the reverse way that I think it should happen. Does that make sense? Did I like over explain it? Let me know if that makes sense, because I don't want to just leave and that not make sense. You feel me? A linebacker is definitely a need. I think safety is more of a need considering. Only way I'm picking a linebacker early is if it's Micah Parsons. Other than that, I'd probably wait till the third round or maybe sneak back into the second round if you want to get somebody like a Zaven Collins. You get all right, good. Because I know I like even saying it out loud. I'm like, this doesn't make sense because I kind of said the opposite. But like, all right, good. I'm glad you get it, bro. I'm glad you get it. Yeah, I mean, it's best player available right now. That's it's corny. It sounds corny, but Parsons not worth a top 10 pick. Show enough. Come on, man. Why not? That's my guy, bro. You talking to a Penn State fan right now, bro. You just hurt my heart. Linebacker, O-line because of inconsistency and unknowns. DB, maybe receiver, defensive end last. Trayvon Morwig is an absolute must. I struggle when I get to the second round. Yeah, I feel you. I think safety will be addressed in free agency and re-signing Mills. I feel you. I think tomorrow's live, you guys let me know what you guys want. But I think tomorrow's live will probably be about free agency because, I mean, we're going to have money. At the end of the day, like, I know we have to get under this cap. So if we do get under this cap, we'll probably have an extra, maybe at the most, couple mil to play with. So there probably is going to be some people that we might look at. We didn't have money last year. We ended up signing Javon Hargrave for some reason. So we're going to probably sign some people this year. So I want to go over who's available. I went over a lot of the the outside linebackers. I'll probably go a little bit deeper into that. I got Parsons at 12 after trading back, and that was a beast mock. Yeah, I would love to get. I wouldn't mind if we traded back to get him. I really would love to have him. But also on that note, don't forget tomorrow is going to be the last day that you can enter your mock drafts. So go ahead, hit up the Discord. That's the only way you can enter it. So private message me your Discord chat. It's all in the community post. I can't talk right now. Just go to the community post. I literally posted the whole rules and everything. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to it. Shout out to my guy, Kevin Bacon, bro. Thank you so much for the $4.99. Safety in second, Trayvon Morwig, please. And thank you. I wouldn't be mad at that. I would not. I say cornerback, but I kind of meant defensive back in general. I think it's a definite need though, because even at cornerback, man, we don't know how long we're gonna have Darius Slay. I don't think we're gonna trade him this year, but after next year, who knows what's gonna happen? So I definitely agree, and thank you so much for that $4.99, man. Y'all really don't have to do all that. Y'all don't have to donate, but I do appreciate it so much, man. But I'm gonna get out of here before you guys keep donating and keep me here longer because, like, I have I have to do my homework, guys. Like, I have stuff to do. But I love you guys so much, man. Thank you so much. He says Parsons is definitely not worth a first round, just not top 10 pick because all I've seen from his blitzing, perfect angle tackles, that's not a top 10 pick to me. I understand that. I understand. He said, donate. No, I'm out. I appreciate it, Jennifer. Keep up the good work at YouTube. I appreciate it. We definitely will try. But like I said, thank you so much to everybody that donated. Thank you so much to everybody that has become a member. The link is in the description. If you do want to become a member, it is only $1 for this month. Might change it next month, probably won't. But, $1. So go ahead, click that link, and join the family. Other than that, y'all know what it is, man. It is Fly Eagles Fly. And we are out here. Peace. I'm out. Don't donate. Bye.